What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, Draft to Power 14-0-2, entering the draft, brand new draft squad time. I looked through the formations. I thought 4-2-3-1 looks nice, but 4-5-1 is a formation that I've played a lot with recently, and I thought, all right, we'll go with that, see what we can do. Captain Leo Messi, a player I will always pick 10 times out of 10. I found him to be the absolute best. Perez gives him wonderful chem, so we'll put him right on in there. Speaking of a bit more chem, a Valencia teammate. This has worked out brilliantly, and then we get another option for Messi, Rakitic, another BBVA link right there, all the way over to the left. Yeah, not bad, not stellar. We do get the BBVA one. I wanted to see if Montañez was going to be on the skills, because if I could pick a Spanish player, I'd prefer to pick a Spanish player right there. Could have maybe gone Tevez. Decided to go Aguero just in case I would get Sterling or Nasri on the left, and I'd have Messi and Perez's links through the middle and the right, so that is pretty darn good. We'll go ahead and switch those now so you guys can see it a little bit easier. But that's the way the attack's looking right now. Not bad at all. And there's the cliche, and I was like, I will take French players. If I do get that Sterling or the Nasri, that is even better. And then here across the back, because I have two Valencia center mids, Abd and Noor, the option of choice. You can see links up brilliantly right on in there. Bartra, of course, here as well. But Mathieu was in there as well. And the reason I ended up going with Mathieu was because I could link him up with Clichy. And generally, I would say Barca is the one of choice right there, because I do not like Mathieu on FIFA at all. Not even a question about it. Didn't like him last year. Don't like him this year. I don't know what he is, if it's his work rates or who knows what. He just does not work for me. And now here I went with Felipe Luis. I could have gone, Bartra was back on up there, but getting the extra BBVA links right in there, I decided it was worth it. This is a throwaway one. Going to pick up Figueres just because he's got the highest pace, and I don't know. He's going to sit on the bench anyway. It really did not matter. This is a substitute player. I like Arnautovic because I can bring him on as a striker, can bring him on as a winger. You can even tuck him inside as well if you want. Really a pretty versatile player to add. Musa, same thing. Can bring him on the wing, can bring him up front. Absolutely loved it. Cristiano Ronaldo in that spot. Had Ronaldo not been in there, the informed Royce is a brilliant card. I absolutely love using him. Now pick Neymar right here. Maybe should have picked Pepe because I don't like Mathieu. But Neymar gives me the option to sub off Aguero. Neymar gives me the option to start Neymar with the good link on Felipe Luis and then bring Ronaldo on as a striker for when I want to. Picked up Tremolinas right there. Why? Because Tremolinas is probably my favorite left back in the game. Here, just another throwaway position. Picked up Berardi because I like him on this game. I think he's pretty decent. Can use him as a striker as well. This is kind of a throwaway. So it doesn't matter who we pick. And then, again, nothing too crazy in this. I think I pick up Kevin Morales because, again, I like his versatility. And I just pick up more wingers. When in doubt, I tend to just pick up wingers, which is kind of amusing. And those of you guys that have watched my career mode on Twitch ever will know that I tend to just buy like versatile wingers and just put them everywhere. And more often than not, it works out A-okay for me. So that's a pretty darn good looking lineup, if I do say so myself. Everybody's on 10 chem except for Aguero, who's on 7 chem. So or Neymar, I think, is on 9. But with the Brazilian manager, or do I go with the Argentinian manager? I can't remember which one I went with. But with there we go. I picked him for Aguero, thinking it would help. I should have picked him for Neymar, and we'd have been in even better shape. So really nice draft. Much, much better than our last one. I'd say this is more of a standard draft where you get some big name BBVA players and then you do what you can and you kind of like battle it out and bump heads against another, pretty stacked BBVA team. I think it's weird. I've never really come up against Arjen Robben in draft. For all the times that, you're supposed to get all these big name players and Robben being a 90 rated player, you'd think that he'd pop up a little bit more, but BBVA seems to be the way forward because they want you to have somewhat decent chemistry. And I might start doing some like draft challenges on my main account, and I don't know, with some different fun stuff, throw it in. But this guy, he was good. He was a very, very good opponent. You're going to see, oh no, it wasn't. Wait, okay, we had to go back in. That guy decided to peace on out. And I was like, I don't remember those kits being the really good ones, but I know the first guy in this tournament was a pretty solid player. So here he is. Loquilos FC. He's got the false 9 up there. He's using Carlos Vela in the middle, but Messi and Ronaldo on the wings, looking pretty darn good. Godin at the back. His midfield set up brilliantly. The team is great. It's a very, very well-constructed team for draft. Carlos Vela on low chem, maybe not optimal. I might have actually tossed Isco up there, and if he had a different CM, maybe. But he decided that was the way to go forward. 16th minute, Messi crosses it. Keeper punches it into Isco's feet. And just like that, we're down 1-0. Kind of brutal. I was a little bit disappointed, but 73rd minute, it took us a long time to crawl back into this one. Messi. He finds Perez, and the man that I didn't think was going to really come up with a goal for us comes up with a brilliant one. He's basically at a standstill, and he rifles the strike into the bottom corner. I was kind of pumped up about this because I just felt like I needed this goal to get me over the hump, and then I'd be able to break out in extra time. You can see from the stats there, I had 11-6 on target. I think he had 9-6 on target or something like that. So really pretty even stats for the most part. Gonna do what do I sub? I bring on Morales, and I think I moved Neymar into the middle because I prefer my wingers have that little bit of extra pace. Brought on Ronaldo in the earlier on in the game because I was, for whatever reason, and I don't exactly know why, because Aguero half the time he just tears me apart. Neymar from his new central midfield spot finds Ronaldo. Easy finesse shot right there. 99th minute, giving us 2-1 lead, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna go be obnoxious. Hands to the ear. Giving him the hands and go celebrate with the subs. But Aguero, for whatever reason, I'm just bad with him. I'm just not good with him, and he always tears me apart. And I want to tear people apart with Aguero. Is that too much to ask? Apparently. I let Messi just waltz on by me right there. I thought he'd go onto his left foot. He did not, and he just went right in. That's too easy of a goal to give up, especially in extra time. So this one heads on into penalties. And oh my gosh, these penalties, ridiculous. He was good at these as well. So first one, not a great penalty, not a bad penalty from Ronaldo. Just did enough because he went the wrong way. And you can see that's, again, not a fantastic penalty, but he knows kind of down the middle to the side and up a little bit. It works out. Morales, I decided to go for the same thing that he went with, and you could bait people, and there's like a whole mind game penalty kick tactic that you can go right here. Kieran Gibbs, who he brought on as a sub. When you see people doing the stutter penalties that well, they've taken some time. I don't even know how to do that with that kind of efficiency. So I was like, oh man. And you'll see he figures me out right here. So he's I'm not there. He eventually figures me out. I think this is the guy that figures me out. Anyways, Enzo Perez stepping up right here. That's the penalty that we're looking for. Even with him diving in the right direction, it's still into the upper corner. And here you can see the stutter, and I've moved over to the side. Got him. He thought I'd go away. So 4-3, I'm like, nice. Got this one in the bag. I'm not going to miss. Easy as you like. Rakitic stepping up, and when you do that penalty, as long as you're hitting up on the D-pad, you got a 50% chance of saving it. And the penalty kick trick that I'm using this way, or here, there he is. He figures out that I'd move early and then don't move back. The penalty kick technique, how lucky was that? Penalty kick technique that I use mainly this year to defend him is it depends on the power bar, how far it's charged up. If it's charged up as much as like that guy charged it up right there, generally I dive because they're trying to smash it into the corners. If they don't charge it up very far, like that far for me, I would do basically what he did and just not really move to the side at all. Come on. And then I figured it out, baited him. I had to go silent right there because I was sitting here with a smile on my face as I'm commentating this, like, yes, I got him. And so we're 6-5 on penalties. I just need to block one. Victor Ruiz, he's oh no. Oh, it's horrible. It's a horrible way to go down. It's absolutely brilliant, and what a cartwheel that is from the keeper. But I was pumped. Obviously, I'm sure you guys can feel it in my voice right there. It was like super deep breath, just we did it. We somehow did it. It was one of those games I was like, if I can get through this game, all has to be well. I feel like the draft, you always get one game that's absolutely brutal and crazy difficult to win, and then everything else is a little bit easier. And if you can just win that one game, you'll be A-okay. Anyways, that is where we're going to come to a close in this episode, guys. I saw some people said they prefer me do a whole draft per episode. That feels like a lot. And it also kind of gives away how well I do based on the length of the episode. So I think we're going to stick with this for the time being. I want to say thank you all very much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.